guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how to get this look right here, and it's a complete face tutorial because I haven't done one of those in a minute. And I did manage to get my hands on the Fenty Beauty highlighter in Trophy Wife. Now there's a lot of mixed reviews on this highlighter. Some say it's impractical, that you can't really wear it. I'm actually wearing it as a highlighter today on top of a few toned down highlighters from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm wearing it as an eyeshadow on my eyes as well, so you'll see that in the video. And when I purchased the highlighter, Sephora was offering samples of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation. So I tried that. I didn't use it in this video because when I tried it last, I've actually tried it twice. When I tried it the last two times, it did not mattify my face as well as, say, my Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation, which is actually what I'm wearing today. Well, I had looked at all the reviews for the Fenty Beauty foundation. A lot of people were like, it looks like skin, it looks like skin. Well, on my skin, it did not like absorb. I don't know how to, it didn't look like skin on my face. It looked like I was wearing makeup, and it looked like I was wearing very thick makeup, even after I powdered it. So I have dry skin, but during the hot summer months, especially when there's a lot of humidity, I sweat a lot and my skin gets fairly oily. So I was trying to find a mattifying foundation that would help, you know, counteract that oil production. So that's why I wanted to try the Pro Filter foundation, but it did not mattify. It did not even set on my face even after I applied a powder. It was still transferring everywhere, and it just did not look good. So I decided not to buy the full size of that because it just didn't work with my skin. Not saying that it won't work for other people's skin, it just didn't work for me. So, and if you are curious what is on my lips, I'm wearing Jeffree Star's Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Dominatrix. So if you guys want to know how I got this look, then keep on watching. These are the two foundations I'm using today. The Wet n Wild is a little too light for me, and the Double Wear is a little too dark, so I mix them together to create my perfect shade. And then for my concealer, I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Creamy Beige, and using a beauty blender to blend that out. For my eyeshadow primer, I'm using the Wet n Wild Photofocus Concealer in Light Ivory, and I'm using this because it is very drying. It's perfect for eyeshadow. And then to contour my nose, I'm using my Lancome dual-ended stick. And if you don't have this stick, you can use the Hard Candy dual-ended highlighting and contour stick. It works just as well. To set my highlighted areas, I'm going to use two translucent powders. The first one is this loose powder from Maybelline, and it's the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Fair Light number 10. And I'm just using this Flower Beauty puff to apply that underneath my eyes, around my mouth, my forehead, my chin, my nose, basically all the places that I know I'm going to get oily throughout the day. And then on top of it, I'm going to go in with a Catrice waterproof translucent powder, and this also mattifies, and this is just going to help everything stay in place as well. Starting on my eyes, I'm first going in with this orange shade from the Viseart Warm Neutrals palette. This is the palette I'm going to use for this entire look. If you don't have this palette, the NYX Warm Neutrals palette also works. I'm applying this orange color as my transition. Then I'm going to go in with this lighter brown shade and apply it to the outer V of my eye. And this is just going to start deepening up that outer V and making this look a little bit more smoky. Next, I'm using this darker brown, and this is also a cool tone brown, and I'm applying it using a smaller, dense crease brush, and applying it once again on that outer V and dragging the excess pigment up into my crease. Then I'm going to go back in with that transition color and blend it out. My brow bone, I'm going in with the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm placing that directly underneath my brow. And then I'm going to go in using the same brush that I used to apply my transition color with no extra product on it, and blend that space between my transition color and my brow bone highlight together, just to make sure that this look is seamless and that there are no harsh lines. For underneath my eye, I'm first going to go in with that transition shade, which was the orange, very, very lightly because I don't want it to look too pigmented. For my lid, I use the Fenty Beauty highlighter in Trophy Wife, and this is a little bit more chunky than the highlighters I'm used to, so if you decide you can't wear this on your cheeks because it's a little too bold, this works great as an eyeshadow. And I'm applying this using a dry brush. Now, in my opinion, I think you can use this on your cheeks, you just have to use it very lightly, especially if you have a lighter skin tone like me. And then for my bottom lash line, I went back in with that darker brown shade that I used in my crease, and I'm just smoking out the bottom lash line a bit. That's pretty much the eye look after you add some mascara. I did not use a liner for this look. Back to the face, I'm using my Wet n Wild Dulce de Leche palette to contour my cheekbones. And then to blend that out, I'm using my Sephora Microsmooth powder in the shade Medium. And I'm applying that all along the perimeters of my face just to give me more of a bronzed look. To bronze, I used my Lauder bronzer in Medium. And then I'm going to go back in with the same brush I used to apply my Microsmooth powder with no extra product to buff out that bronzer and make it a little bit less harsh. For highlight, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills That Glow Kit and applying these three highlighters very lightly because I don't want to over highlight. And then right on top of it, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife highlighter. And that's just going to add a little bit of gold. So as you can see right now, they're more of a champagne look, but after I apply that Fenty Beauty highlighter, it gives it more of a gold. And if you apply this very lightly, I do believe that this highlighter can work for any skin tone. And that's pretty much the look. On my lips, I'm wearing the Jeffree Star Blur Look lipstick in the shade Dominatrix, and I did not use a liner for this look. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a big thumbs up and press the subscribe button down in the description box so you don't miss any more content from me. And I hope to see you in the next video.